obviously everyone's saying, who's going to knock who out? Chris Eubank Jr. in the interview said that you would knock him out. He actually said him, but it was a lie detector test. Did you see it?
You see it? They come up a lie.
It's like,
and that was a clean shot.
I was saying, it's like hey value. You know, when you see them next to each other, you're convinced that the big guy's going to win. But people.
Are you comparing yourself to David Hay?
He's old and he's big and he's a lump. I'm young and I'm fast.
What did you think of that whole lie detector test with Chris Eubank?
I actually haven't seen it. I was just told about it then.
You really fancy yourself to knock him out, though?
I don't think it's going to happen. But if you gave me a training camp, look, I think he thinks he's harder than he is. Well, we know he is. We know he thinks he's harder than he is. So, look, age is on my side, isn't it?
We'll get into this week in a second, but you're coming off a huge win for Ben Whittaker, an emotional night. Now you've kind of settled and all that's been put to bed. What did you make of that whole situation?
I probably did. Look, the emotions were high. It was a really important night. It was a really big night in his career. There has been a lot of goading, and as I say, the emotions were high. It's not. Yeah, it was an amazing night. I'm so happy for him. Happy for Liam Cameron as well. And yeah, what a spectacle. The numbers were huge, by the way, really big. And for Ben,
what were the numbers?
Look, over 300,000 people watched Ben Whittaker on Sunday night, and he's doing that in his 10th fight. The digital numbers, I've never seen anything like it. Obviously, it was a story and this and that, but 10 fights in, that is the biggest superstar coming through in our sport. I think in 2 or 3 years, he's going to be the main man.
And what do you do with him next?
Well, he's with Andy now. He's in a spot where everything's comfortable and we can move from strength to strength. We want to step up. Luckily, with the light heavyweight division, there's sort of a middle road of domestic guys, all in and around that British level as well. So there's a lot of big fights.
Callum Simpson's been open that he wants to fight. Is that something you want as the promoter of both?
Look, I want to see how far Callum can go in the super middleweight division first. Of course, that's a fight that I believe will happen down the line, but both great fighters. It's exciting times.
Ben, we're here for a huge fight week. First of all, just how big is this event?
It is ridiculous, yeah. It is ridiculous. I don't know what it is. Obviously, in boxing terms, it's big, but then I think it's outside of boxing. It's the names, it's the whole surrounding stuff, it's a celebrity feel. It's just huge, and yeah, I've never seen anything like it. I think on Saturday, you know, things at streets are going to stop.
With Chris Eubank, obviously he has said he would retire if he loses this fight. There's a 2-fight deal, though, right? So he'll definitely fight him twice.
Yeah, 100% 2-fight deal.
In terms of Chris Eubank Jr., are you confident that he pulls off this win this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a frantic 2-3 rounds. I think it's going to be an unbelievable fight. But I think Chris is just ice cold. He knows how to perform under pressure, and I think he's ready for this. I think I can see him taking out round 5, round 6.
You've put out a little teaser on your Instagram. You didn't credit IFL, by the way, but you put out a little teaser. It was an IFL. It should have been credited, but it wasn't. You've put that out. You and Eddie, a little bit of beef this week. You think it'll be back and forth?
Not really. Look, that's why I went over him and gave him a big hug, because he gets uncomfortable. He's like, "What are you doing?" He wants to. He wants to have this gangster personality and wants to say it's on site and wants to do this, but just give him a lovely hug, and he doesn't know what to do. And no, it's good to see him, and I'm sure it'll be interesting this week.
I'm being told you have to go to the stage, so one more question before I let you go. Okay, so you've got to go, but we'll do a longer one tomorrow. That's your PR's fault, not my fault. Just one last question. Frank Warren, did you have any conversations after that Whittaker win? Did you reach out to him after he beat Liam Cameron?
No, I was expecting to see him. You know, I was expecting to see him. He's obviously cares a lot about Liam and wasn't there on Sunday, which was interesting after all the back and forth. But yeah, as long as he looks after him now, I just want Liam to have the best career possible, and hopefully can have a big future as well.
Well, Ben, we'll do a longer piece tomorrow. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.